everyone, and happy 2020. I'm Jackie Atjacola, the Executive Director of Cat Depot here in Sarasota, Florida. And tonight we are launching a warm and fuzzy show about relationships and connections, bonds between animals and their people. And my animal just took a seat on the floor here, but she's here to comfort me, and we'll talk a little bit about her in 1 second. I've been in the Sarasota area for a little over a year now, but animals have always played an important part in my life. And growing up, my parents would take me to all kinds of places that celebrated the human-animal connection, from zoos to aquariums, humane societies, really any place that would get us enthused and excited about our relationship with animals. You name it, we went. So I've attributed so many of my joys and successes in life. Okay, and we are live here and we are winging it for the first time. I am looking at the center camera here, so I apologize for that. Animals have always taught me empathy and communication, responsibility, and how to find the happy in my day-to-day. So I believe clearly today we're all learning something new here, but I hope this segment helps you learn something about our relationship with animals, or at least find a smile or a little joy as we explore topics relating to human-animal connections and kindness matters. And can I tell you, really, I never thought my relationship with animals would end me up here. We are basically in a TV studio, and this is our first time doing this. So I was painfully shy as a child, but always engaged with animals, and that really seemed to bring out the best in me and my confidence. My family was always supportive of those relationships with animals, and we had ducks and turtles and dogs. And when I was growing up, I had a chinchilla, a couple ferrets, horses, rabbits. And recently in my life, my husband and I gave a home to 4 donkeys. So typically we only had about 1 or 2 pets at one time. But my husband, Lance, tends to be the real enabler. We really love our pets. We currently give a home to 3 cats, 4 horses. I still have Kodak, my original horse. He is 33 years old. And we have 2 dogs as well. And in our neighborhood, we are fortunate enough to have a pond with catfish, and various wildlife marches through every once in a while, and we can always enjoy that as well. So you might be wondering, and I'm not even sure if you can see her because she's laid down on the floor next to me, my dog Poppy is here. And even though we're representing Cat Depot, you might be wondering why this little cutie is here. She is here basically to comfort me. Just by petting an animal, that repetitive motion, scientifically proven, can help lower your blood pressure. And she is here to calm me. And if all else fails and this goes south, we're just going to let her run amok and play on the set, and we're just going to watch her and enjoy that as well. So you might see her a bunch of these times. We adopted Poppy just over 2 years, just under 2 years ago, in fact, from a shelter in Los Angeles. And after we got her, she had only received her beginning puppy vaccines. And after we got her and took her home, she became very, very sick. She had a bout with parvovirus, and then she also got kennel cough. And once she was healed, which took a few weeks, and she was a good sport about all that, we moved out for my job at Cat Depot. So we came across country, moved from a ranch in California into a small apartment here near Sarasota. A couple months after that, we moved to our house. And 3 months after that, her brothers and sisters came out on their move across country. So she has had no consistency in her life and very little training. Clearly, she doesn't think this Facebook Live thing is any big deal. She's sleeping on the floor next to me. But what she has had in her life, and the reason that she's comfortable here, is that she has had a lot of kindness, and there has been consistency with that. So when you come visit us at Cat Depot, we're going to have a conversation with you if you're looking to adopt, because lifestyle changes are a part of all of our lives. It's just a matter of course. Change is always hard, but as you're looking to bring a new pet into your life, that's something we want to have a conversation with you about. So Cat Depot is your resource here for adoption, education, and cat-specific care. We are all about cats and the people who love them. We began operations in 2003. We currently adopt close to 1,500 cats per year. We treat thousands of cats in our cat care clinic. We help hundreds of people and their cats through our monthly community food bank. And we've got a lot of education programs launching in 2020 from Cat Depot, which is a community space. We are a shelter, but the cats live in free roaming rooms. They have catios, they have televisions, there's a lot of natural light, there's music flowing throughout. And it's really got all the comforts at home, but Cat Depot is just a short stop on the cat's way into your home. They really need to be adopted by you and to experience the love of your home. I'm so proud of our team at Cat Depot. We have an amazing staff. We have about 400 great volunteers. So I would like to introduce them to you now as we play this short video.
Cat Depot saves lives, finds loving homes,
and provides resources and education
to improve the destiny of homeless cats.
We help people help cats.
We are their second chance.
And sometimes their third.
We are their lifesaver.
We are their hospital.
We are their classroom.
We are their fitness center.
We are their personal shopper.
We are their zen, or are they ours?
We are their happy.
We are their love.
We are their family.
They need you for food.
They need you for warmth.
They need you for comfort.
They need you for safety.
They need you for fun.
They need you for life. Te necesitan de por vida.
They need you to help them find forever homes.
Cats are good for your health.
Cats teach us job skills,
patience,
and love.
And cats make us happy.
Because cats are amazing.
We help people help cats!
At Depot, I'd like to check in with Bender from our adoptions team, and you can meet who's waiting to meet you tomorrow when we open at 11 in the morning. So let's just check out a Cat and Bender.
This is Carrie. She's one of the cats who's currently up for adoption at Cat Depot. Carrie is a 1-year-old female tatty cat. She came to us through Sarasota County Animal Services, and Carrie is one of the cats that we got at the end of this past November. She is spayed and current on her vaccinations, and she's a kind of a special cat, so I wanted to talk about her today. Kerry is a young, energetic, and very smart cat, and if you've ever had a cat like Kerry in your house, you know that every time you go to pet them, they'll get too excited and they'll kind of try to wrestle with you. And that's because she's bored. She's a very smart cat and she needs things to do. So one thing you can do for these cats is you can get them a friend. You can set aside time to play with them in an interactive manner. Or you can do the really cool thing that we did with Carrie, which is we started training Carrie to do tricks. So we've done clicker training with this cat, and you can tell when I make this noise she'll get really excited. So let's watch how she reacts. And she comes right over to me because she knows that the click means a treat. All right, Carrie, you ready? What a good girl. So this is not only giving Carrie something to do, something to occupy her time, something to think about, it's also making her more used to getting affection from people, and it's making her more affectionate to people in general because it's teaching her to associate good things with people, and showing that in the end, more than knowing information about the cats, what really matters is kindness matters. One more time, Carrie. Oh, that's real cute. Looks like she's teaching herself how to do a high five. And then she's in a real good mood now, so even if we're not jumping up, she just loves doing this, so now she wants attention in general. So the more we do this, the more that she'll start soliciting attention without treats, because she'll get more comfortable and she'll trust people more to touch her like this. And so this is something that we can do with shelter cats to make them more comfortable and to enrich their experience here at Cat Depot, but you can also do this with your animals at home. Cats can be clicker trained, dogs can be clicker trained, birds can be clicker trained, horses can be clicker trained. As long as you've got a reward that motivates your animal, you can train them to do all kinds of things. And as long as you're working with the natural inclination of the animal, like she wants to jump up, she wants to investigate, so this is what she can easily learn. You can teach them to do all kinds of really neat things that can help enrich their life and your life.
So now I'd like to introduce Cody Carlson and her cat Carlos. Cody is Cat Depot's shelter or intake and shelter medical manager, and she's got really a dedicated and long history with Cat Depot. I will let her tell you a little bit about her background and her experience at Cat Depot. So Cody, what's your animal story?
My animal story starts out like anybody else's. As a kid, I loved animals, had a couple cats growing up, and always knew I wanted to work with animals when I was an adult. I started out at age 14 in a veterinary clinic, working there. I wasn't sure if I wanted to be a veterinarian because I was terrified of debt, as anybody should be. Yeah. But eventually, after I graduated college, I got a job at the Denver Dumb Friends League as an adoption counselor there. And that was my first foray into the shelter world. And I absolutely loved it there. But I did want to move to Florida, and that's actually how how I found Cat Depot. And I started working there in October 2013 and been there ever since.
And what did you study in college?
In college, I've got a bachelor's degree in biology and Spanish, so
okay,
animal related, yeah.
Awesome, awesome. And so tell me a little bit about your role at Cat Depot, or how it's evolved and kind of what your day-to-day is like. I know you are the most popular person on the telephone. Cody, you have a call on line 1. Cody, you have a call on line 2.
Yeah.
Cody, someone's waiting in the lobby.
Yeah, so. Absolutely. Well, I started back in 2013. I was an adoptions counselor, so doing the same kind of job I had already been doing. And it just evolved. Eventually, I became the shelter admissions and programs manager. So working with the relinquishers, people that are looking to rehome cats, working with our transfer partners. And then I've also got involved with the foster program, overseeing cats going out to foster. Our community cat program, which is our food bank program, our TNVR program, which is trap, neuter, vaccinate, return for those that don't know. And now recently I've taken on the shelter medical manager position as well. So I've kind of got my hands in all of it.
It sounds like it.
Yeah.
It sounds like it. So yeah, you mentioned a whole lot of things there. So let's back up a little bit. Yeah. Where do the cats at Cat Depot come from?
Where do they come from? 3 main sources, really. We've got owner relinquishments, so owners who can no longer care for their pets for whatever reason that might be. We do get a lot of strays, so cats that were found abandoned or born outside, or we get transfers from other shelters, especially the county facilities that have limited space, limited resources. We like to help them out and take some of the animals off their hands.
Great. And we also receive animals from special situations. I know this past fall we received some Bahamas cats.
Yeah, we did. We got a transfer of cats from the Bahamas Humane Society. After the hurricane hit down there in the islands, they needed help getting some cats moved out so that they had space to take in all the now homeless cats, all the ones that lost their homes. They needed space for them, so we helped clear out the shelter to make that available.
And we partnered with other organizations in Florida to make that happen. So actually, as a state organization, as a member of that, we took quite a few cats.
Yeah, they shipped a whole plane load into, I think, Miami, and then from there, the animals, the cats and dogs, got dispersed to the various local shelters that could help take them in.
Fantastic. And how many animals, I think I mentioned in the beginning, we adopt out about 1,500 a year?
Yeah, we usually take in just a little bit more than that. And we do have a lot that are currently at the shelter looking for adoption. So, yeah, about that number.
And when the animals come to us, what are some of their unique challenges? Why have they ended up with us? I know we can give them some specialized medical care because we do have a shelter veterinarian in-house in addition to our public-facing clinic.
Absolutely, yeah. So they a lot of times they'll come in with the basic stuff, especially if they've been outside, you know, parasites and things like that need to be treated. But like you mentioned, our veterinarian, Dr. Hughes, is fantastic. He can do some really specialized eye surgeries, intestinal surgeries. We've seen some pretty amazing stuff happen. So that is one of the things, especially from those municipal shelters, we'll pull from them so that those animals actually have a chance.
Awesome. And how long do cats stay at Cat Depot?
Average length of stay, obviously for a kitten, is a little bit shorter. Their turnaround time is usually about 2 weeks, unless they have to go to foster. But adult cats usually spend average of 30 days. Some of them are in and out within a couple days. Some of them stay with us a little bit longer, but average is about 30.
I know Carrie, the cat that Bender showed on the video, she's been with us, I think, for maybe a couple months. And we've worked quite a bit with her to have her open up and to trust people. And she's really quite a nice and a smart cat, like we saw. But we do work with them not only medically, but behaviorally.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So as Bender mentioned, behaviorally, we like to do the clicker training program that does help bring cats out of their shell a lot. We also just have cat socializers at Cat Depot that just spend time with the cats, because a lot of times that's what they need in order to just feel safe. It's a pretty crazy environment from the cat's perspective, not from ours. It's not a home. So that sometimes they just need that extra TLC, some extra petting and some extra cuddles, and they do just fine.
And Carlos looks like he's quite at home here. He's like Puppy. He's just kind of chill.
Yeah, he's fantastic. He's actually a superstar, if you didn't know. We had an opportunity to work with Jackson Galaxy's foundation, the Paw Positive program, and teaching clicker training to shelter cats. And so I went home, taught my kitty Carlos here, and then they had a high five contest. So he got second place, but he's used to the limelight here. It doesn't bother him.
Apparently not. And I mean, cats are amazing. You know, people who think, oh, cats aren't as trainable as my dog is, and that's not true. Carlos is on a harness. He's clicker trained. He's hanging out in the studio, super chill. So besides that story with Carlos, do you have a favorite Cat Depot cat story that you want to share with us? I think we have a video, but I'm not sure who the cat is or what.
The cat is Darnell.
Can we play video of Darnell?
Yeah, Darnell. He was one of my favorites. He came from a case. We actually got a whole group of cats. They were the My Name is Earl cats, for anyone who likes that TV show, so they all had names from there. But Darnell, he had some eye issues. He had what's called entropion. Basically, his eyelashes were always in his eyes, irritating him. And so he actually had to have specialized surgery by Dr. Rius and to fix that issue. And when he first came in, he was kind of goopy, kind of gross, but he loved to share with you. He loved to rub on you, and that's the video that you got. And but you didn't mind. You didn't mind him sharing his boogies with you because he was just so awesome. So, and eventually after the surgery, he got cleared medically and was adopted immediately because he was just such a lover cat. Everyone loved him.
Yeah, let's play the video.
This is Carrie. She's one of the cats who's currently...
Yes, you're welcome.
This one's low.
Are you silly?
What are you doing?
He wants to hug you too. Oh, sunglasses.
There we go. Oh my God, he's hilarious.
Are you silly?
Say hi.
Who's that handsome fellow? Who's that handsome fellow?
Oh, you're too much.
All right, awesome. So besides placing cats into homes, we've recently kind of unofficially or maybe officially launched what we're calling a barn cat program. Can you talk a little bit about that? Because it's new for us and something that we do want to promote, because
absolutely
all cats, again, they need human kindness and care in some way.
Yeah, so the barn cat program is for community cats. Some are feral, some are a little friendlier, but not quite ready to be adopted, not able to be adopted into homes. So we work closely with Sarasota County Animal Services. When they have feral cats or these community cats that can't go back to the location where they came from, we work with them to rehome them into barn cats or working cat places. So wherever they would fit, where they're taken care of, they're given food, water, shelter, but they can live outdoors where they're happy.
Great. And if people are interested or have that type of home situation, they should call Cat Depot and let us know. And I know we post those on our Facebook page as well when we have them available.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a pretty regular need that we have to place these cats. So if you have a barn or somewhere else that you can have a working cat, definitely let us know. We would love to have a waiting list of people. That way, as soon as we have one, we can get them right in and out.
So we kind of need to start wrapping things up, but we've touched on like the happy stories and the happy moments, but each day we're also faced with challenges. So besides the medical cases and the day-to-day, what are the challenges that really face you in your job or face Cat Depot as a whole?
The big one, I think, is going to be just the number of cats that need homes. As the intake manager, I get requests nonstop every day of, hey, can you take my cat? My cat needs
those are
home.
all the phone calls. That,
yes, those are all those phone calls,
I get it.
absolutely. Or from our partner shelter saying, hey, we're full, can you take them? And so that's the biggest challenge. And the only way that we're going to get over that is with adopters. We need people coming in and adopting the cats so that we can clear out the space to bring new ones in.
All right. Is there anything else you'd like to add? We have a few more minutes, but I think Carlos is kind of...
Yeah, he's about to use the desk as a scratching post here.
kind of... Oh, he's going after the dog treats, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
So Cat Depot is open 7 days a week. Yep. We are open from 11 to 7 on weekdays and 11 to 5 on weekends. We have special events throughout the year, and we are coming up. We're getting ready for March 6th, our big annual fundraiser, Whiskers and Waves. It will be at Moat Marine Aquarium, and of course we're going to have kittens there. Our mascot Petunia will be with us. We'll have dancing to a DJ. We'll have a silent auction. It'll be a lot of fun. We also have a special guest, Gregory Castle from Best Friends Animal Society. He is the founder and director, one of the founders and director emeritus of Best Friends Animal Society, and he'll offer some remarks about life-saving as we talk about our work at Cat Depot. So it's going to be a fun evening. It is, again, as I mentioned, one of our big fundraisers. I know Cody will be there. I'm not sure if Carlos will, but he may want to put on his tux and come join us as well. The Cat Depot is a nonprofit 501c3. Our annual operating budget is about $2.5 million annually. So all of the support through the programs, donations, our gala goes towards saving cats, and that's what we do. We are here in Sarasota for cats and people that love them. Next month, we're going to be meeting here on this show with Mary Dieterle from Animal Rescue Coalition, and we'll be talking about cats and kitten season and our community cats and the community's relationship with their cats in their community. So we hope that you will join us for that. Also, please stop into Cat Depot. Please visit us on the web and comment here on the news feed for things that you'd like to talk about, like to hear about it. Maybe once I'm more savvy and know which camera and which light to look at, we can even respond live to some of your comments. We're just kind of winging it. I think Carlos, he's starting to sing a song for us right now. But please, if you can be anything in this world, please be kind, and let's all explore together how kindness matters. And thank you very much, Cody. Thank you guys from Mars Vision Productions, and thank you all for tuning in.
Thank you.
Thank you.